I'll just make like an empty game object, and I'll put like an audio source on it, and we can see what it's like without having the it set up to the audio like manager. So I'll just call this like test audio, and then I'll just put like an audio source on this, and I'll just drag it to like kind of this area, and then over here I'll just change it to spatial blend. So this is 3D audio instead. And then I'll just put like a random audio clip in here. Let me just put, I'm not sure which one this is, but I'll put this in here and then I'll make a plan awake and I'll loop it.
I was gonna say you should do the jump scare.
I don't know what sound this is, but I'm pretty sure it should be decent. So if I load in and then I can walk over to it. And as I get closer, oh wait, hold on. Let me actually change the stream mode. Let me change it to, let me stream actual Unity so you guys can hear it. It's gonna be a bit more funky this way, but it should be okay. I'm also not sure. Okay, the volume's at 1. This is the creepy soundscape, so it should be like right over here.
It's focused on the sidebar.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's focused on the inspector.
Yeah, we see the test audio inspector.
Oh, you can't see it. That's weird. I'm on the game.
I think when you click the game,
There you go.
back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But you can hear it, though, right?
Whatever you're looking at.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can hear it like right here. It's like right in front of me. Here, what I'll do is I will turn off all the master sound. And I should still be able to hear it. Maybe because that turns off all the sound. Yeah, there we go. So if I turn down BGM and SFX, you can hear that it's still here. And if I walk away, obviously it's 3D audio. So if I want to add this to the audio manager as a SFX, what I would do is I would come into the hierarchy here. I will go over to the audio manager game object, and then depending on where I want to add it, we have an array of all the sound effects in the game over here, and there's also another array of all the sound effects again on this script. So there's 2 scripts. There's the audio manager script and the audio settings script.
We can't see the scripts on your stream.
There you go. Can you see it now if I click on it?
Nope.
Nope.
Click on yes.
Try tapping. Maybe I don't know.
There you go.
There you
Oh my gosh, it's the inspector.
There you go. Now you can see it.
Oh.
It's gone again.
Crazy.
You can see the inspector.
Nope.
No, you see like
No, it's the
we see the
scene.
scene, but it's like a ruler-sized thing.
It's so thin. Oh,
There you
there
go.
it is. Yay!
Yay!
Jesus, I hate how it streams the tab. I have to like click all the way into it. There you go. Here you go. Here's the audio manager. So this is the audio manager script inside the hierarchy. As you can see, there's 2 scripts: audio manager script and the audio settings script. And they both have an array of sound effects for the SFX audio. And these are all the different SFXs in the game that are affected by the volume slider. So if you want the audio to be affected as an SFX, all you need to do is press the little plus button here. And it's not gonna show this anymore because I need to go out of it. I don't here. Let me just switch also to, can I just share my screen? Change windows. There we go. Now you should be able to see my whole screen. Okay. So then you take the test audio object you just made that has the new audio source on it, and you go back over to the audio manager, which is right here, and then all you do, you just drag it. You drag it onto it, and you come down to the audio settings one as well. You just drag it onto both, and then you drag it on to here like this.
Oh, did you add another element in that one?
Maybe no. No, this is element 18. There we go. Test audio. There we go. So now, if I come in, let me change windows again. Share your screen. Change window. Okay. Hopefully it goes to the scene view or the game view. Let me know if it doesn't.
It was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, you can see the game.
Yes.
Okay. So now if I press pause and I come into here and I turn the SFX all the way up and I walk over to it, you can hear it. So I'll try to get really
Nice.
close to it so it's loud.
I can hear the footsteps and stuff.
So here's this. And then if I come in here, options,
Oh my gosh.
there you go. So it's that simple. You literally just put it onto both the settings and the audio manager will take care of it. Something else I've been working on, I'll just show it for now. I haven't really implemented it completely fully, but let me. This is probably still fine. I don't know how I'm gonna show this with sharing my screen, but I'll show you what the audio mixer looks like. Let me know. Can you see the projects folder if I'm clicking on it? Probably not.
Nope.
I'll open it all the way. Now you should be able to. Let me end the game as well. So let me go to projects folder. Okay, you can see the projects folder.
Yep.
Okay. So you come in here and you type master. And then there's two things here. So if you open up this one, if I full screen this. So this is the audio mixer. This is something that like it works, but we aren't like using it a lot yet. But these basically work the same way as the main audio source like controller.
Oh, I've used this.
But you can use this in scripts to change the BGM and SFX sounds without messing with the actual volume sliders. So like it's like separate, but it still works, and it won't save anything, which is good for if you're doing like I'm using this for example to do the audio fading for the freak fish because it won't actually mess with the volume of the audio manager, but instead it does it through a mixer, and it won't save anything, so that like if the volume goes all the way back down to like 0, or it goes all the way down to like something super low, and then it goes, and then you like if you quit X out of the game and then came back in, it'll like go back to being at like 0 decibels, which is just like the neutral state. So that's another thing you can use, and then I guess I can show how. Actually, I think that's about it. Unless you guys want to see how like a script works with like putting it in.
Question. So like an accessibility feature that we're gonna have to deal with is like making sure that anytime there's dialogue or something going on, we lower everything else in terms of sounds. Would that be what we do to deal with that?
What we could do is, so I'll show this. Let me go ahead and go back to sharing my screen since we don't actually need to see, or we don't need to hear anything.
Nope.
Change windows. Okay, there we go. Nice small screen. So what we can do for that is we can go back to the audio manager here, and so the audio manager actually has 3 children. So it has BGM, it has SFX, and it has ambience. Currently, the ambience one actually doesn't do anything. We might honestly just remove it. But basically, the BGM. So how this is all working is the BGM has an audio source, and the SFX has an audio source, and basically all of the audio inside of these. So here's the BGM audio source, and here's the SFX audio, and inside the audio manager scripts. Basically, all of these sounds are being rerouted to these, and so the only thing that changes is the actual volumes on these 2 audio sources. So that's how that works. And so what we could do if we wanted to do dialogue is we could make a new property in the audio manager. Like we could make a new array of sounds like SFX audio. We could call it like, so I have ambience here. It's another array, but we could just call it like dialogue audio, and it would work the same way. So like anytime you have an audio source of dialogue, we would just reroute it to the dialogue. And what we could do is then we could use the audio mixer to lower the sounds of the BGM and SFX, but keeping the dialogue the same. So that's probably how we would do that. I guess I could show this as well. Also, we have another script for handling which BGM is being played. So this is something we want to know. So on the audio manager object here, and then on the BGM object, I have another script called the BGM Manager. And basically how this works is, I have this connected to the audio mixer right here. So basically all you have to do is make a public audio mixer So if I go to like my script, you also need to add this at the top using Unity Engine.audio in order to use audio mixers. And then you can just make a serialized field and make an audio mixer here, and it'll be that one. And then if you want to change the audio mixer, you just do set float, and then you type in the a string of which. You come in here, you can see how this one's BGM. I just made this into like a thing. So basically, if I do the string here of BGM, it'll only change the BGM like slider, which is also hooked up to the let me see here. So if you go to BGM, you can see that audio source, the output is the BGM master of the audio mixer as well. So there's that. And then inside the BGM manager, basically, I have two methods. One is called switch BGM, and one is called switch BGM fade. And so switch BGM will just instantly change the background music, and all you have to do is call an int, like you just have to call a number. So like I can show you. So like at the start, I actually call it here within both of these, and the int number is just equivalent to which number in the BGM array sound is here.
Okay.
So like for example, element 0 is just like the starting music that plays when you're in the kelp maze. So what I do is on the start or in the awake function, I call switch BGM 0, and what it'll do is it will set the audio source to that that actual like sound file, and then I just play it. So you could call this anywhere. This is also a public function. So this is what I use in the Freakfish script. I don't use this one specifically, switch BGM. I use switch BGM fade, and this one works the exact same way, where you just call the clip number, and it'll set it in the coroutine. And the coroutine basically just while the end volume, so the end volume is negative 25 decibels, is less than the start volume, and the start volume is 0. I just lower the I lower the volume here in the audio mixer over time. So obviously I do that right here, and then that lowers it over time. And then what it'll do is once this while loop finishes, it will then set the float number of the BGM back to 0, which is the mixer BGM volume. I just made a variable for that. And then I set the audio source clip. Well, this is just gets called in which clip number you're choosing, and then I just play that. So I can show it. In the Freakfish script, I have... So this is for the patrolling state. If the player is like less than the rate, so this is if the player gets into the distance of the Freakfish, I call BGM Manager dot switch BGM fade, and then I just call a 1 here because that's the equivalent, or that's the that is the Freakfish music that like is like chase music, and it'll fade and switch to this music. And then I call it also here when he's in the attacking state, and then once you leave his range, I then call it again, and I switch that back over to the kelp maze music.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
I gotta go, but keep going.
Okay.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
So there is that. So this is this script right here, the BGM Manager. This is only useful if you're trying to change which audio clip is playing as the background music. And it just handles that basically. So you can set it up as in like I think I have, where is it? One of the scripts should be called, there should be a teleport script somewhere in here. If I can find it. Audio and is it in here? No. Teleport scripts, yeah. Okay. Teleport script 2. So this is the script that teleports the player to the lab, and all I do here is I call the function from BGM Manager and switch BGM, and then I set it to 2, which is like the it's like the really low kind of rumble like sound. It's not like a music, but it's more like the ambience. So yeah, so it's that easy. If you want to switch the BGM, you just get a reference to the BGM Manager somewhere. So I just make it a serialized field, because then you just drag it in. And then if the player enters onto the trigger, then I set BGM Manager to switch BGM. And then it changes it. So, but you could, and then I also have some other stuff here that's for the game, like the save script, so that we can save where the player is, so the game also knows which audio to play at the start. Because if you obviously saw here, I have this set in Awake to play the initial Kelp Maze music, but I have it in start function, which is called After Awake, where if the music is stopped, so I call that on the teleport script, I set music stop to true, and then I switch it to BGM 4. Wait, no, this is for the freak fish, or not the freak fish. This is for the eel, actually. Where do I do the teleport script at? In lab. I think I do somewhere in lab. I'm not sure which script gets called that. Teleport to eel cave in lab goes to false. I have it somewhere. I can't remember where it is. But yeah, you also can set up where the player is, like with saving with booleans, and then just check and then call certain audio at the start. So like if you die and reload, it knows which one to call. There's probably a better way to set this up, and I'll figure that out later, but that's kind of how it is at the moment. But that should be pretty much everything. So you should know now how to set up a audio track to the audio manager for at least SFX, and how to change a BGM through script as well. So like this is pretty easy. So like if you wanted to like I don't know, like say you're making like when we're doing the pistol shrimp and he shoots his gun, the pistol shrimp obviously will probably have an audio source on him, and then you can like set up a script there that's like shoot gun play audio, and then you just put the audio source from the pistol shrimp onto here, and it'll be affected by the SFX audio manager, so it'll work with the sliders. Yeah, so that should be everything. Does anyone have any extra questions? Obviously, I know Jared's recording this, so
yeah.
I don't know if this is a stupid question, but for like the pistol shrimp, for example, when he shoots, how would you put like an audio source on like the bullet, or would you just keep it on him, or would it like just play in general? Like how would that work?
Or
do you just not know yet because it's not done? Yeah.
It really depends on how we want to do it. We can do it a bunch of different ways. We could put an audio source on the bullet and make it play the shoot sound whenever the bullet is instantiated. That would work. That's not a problem. You just have to drag whatever prefab you're using as the bullet down here into here. That also you can also drag prefabs in here for the audio sources, so that would work. Also, I believe I'm pretty sure the SFX audio isn't spatial, which we could also change. I don't know. I can't remember if it overwrites the spatial blend of the other audio. Like if I have like an audio source on the knife and I set that audio source to be 3D, and then obviously it's going to come play through this audio source. I don't know if it overwrites the spatial blend or not on this one, but that's all something. But I'll figure it out. But that should be pretty much everything. So, and obviously, if you have any other questions later, like if someone gives you a task or whatever to like implement audio, and you're like, okay, well I don't remember how this works or something, you can always just ask me and I'll help you, or you can refer back to this video, so we'll jump through it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Everyone.
Yay!
Woo!
Yo!
Ooh,
Nice TED Talk.
There you